My main friend now, unfortunately, traffic, assemble. Your name is of penny, our prophetic life embassy. Prophet Telvin, I guess so. And I had to drink so for Aquaba.
I mean, Shram.
Boko, dear.
Namia Dom Boko.
Say, and then be all smiling, and I said, studio, hey, person, man, at you who say, oh, smiling.
We see how I'm smiling, baby.
Oh, I see. I could just have a little for whatever. Okay, now, my man, be so quickly. A quite mention in Yankupon fast or frail was off you know, or friend Eban saying, because will be a while. Okodin say, Munusa, Nanya may say, oh, my coabra, Nanya me a friend, oh, dear Neban saying,
Media, dear, Namia Dom, Michao Tifoni na quite fast so bad, you know. It's a lot of things now.
Okay.
Took place. On say from my young age, you know, I was very talented. Now me Niama Bibri, including dark arts. Niama Bibri. Now yeah, so me uncle or my friend Musi, no yeah deep into occultic. Now comedy draw is very popular.
Okay.
Until Mona, at least when we're young, we're following them and all those demonic things. Until later on, God Himself, no, brought me a revelation. I was very, very young.
Okay.
And the revelation, you buy, no. Now me nam kwan so koto ade. And to me kwa koto ade na isa dibi farm ni so. Me abeti me ni na me gina Laminex. Na me feel abadi.
Okay.
Na me gina Laminex. And at the end of the day, ba say Mayira. Mayira no me ni nemu na me share man bi wo kwan so. Sa man na me share no or explain Bible ni chere me from the head to toe. O wie no o ka chere me say by me ni nanti through the whole night. Emma dear chin that time no me ma me mu ebusuafo nyina kan say Mayira. So they were going
okay.
And e ho na me go pie wo wireless onom. And odi me go do wireless or say e bo time say na me hu say ewia no e set wo roof we asia. Me 93 steps me hu me ma me.
I see.
O katre me no wireless onom no ye wo wireless runabout bi wo onom Liberty School ni wireless bi a baller bi wo onom di baller ni go. Me jina honom senti me ba be dane me wan katre man ni say oh okay me da se ana say bia onpe kakra bi man because na me kokoro abiti ho.
Okay.
And na me page kakra de atokoko go ade anadire na me ba be dane me wono na obi eni wati me dimri kas ma e ko ana ma me jiska no na me ye dem ntimi fanto da me dwane do junction ho obi ani ho. And me ba be jina ho me train the same timing me take you some few steps no na can abesi onum no me ma me esi wansu saa ni area boys say
when that son say any so
dabi any so
yeah be asem na okay
nah chep I was very young meaning I'm almost let's say 6 years old.
Okay. Where dey come on the bed tell o man Ghana where dey o man Ghana so for me say what can sem bebre afọ man Ghana ho na the wedi kan any the Nyankopon guso a oyi kire o efa oman ebeyi
pa ebeyi pa yes
oman ni beyi
ebeyi pa
edi entina ojidi se oman enidaso kakakra kire na
exactly oman ni beyi to understand say future bia me hu no ano ohye.
Okay.
Now, future bia me who know it is something that has to do from 2024. Eddie got 10 years time.
Na kuja ma me paper. 2024. Okay.
Eddie got 10 years time. Yeah, me who adibi no.
Okay.
Now, dini me who you know, it has to do with setting foundations to understand. Say the youth will rise up in a way. Say, open say undi president crowd was crew so usru. You'll be afraid to be a president.
Sir?
You will shake. You see,
and maybe be aggressive
to understand. Say, you see, be the president crowd be due twice before you accept it. Yeah, the be chow crowd be tambo, chow or na said you could draw crowd, you will panic.
I see.
And you easy say, will be picky up to go. So pressure never be that presidential grounds no so. And the decisions will begin to change, and so many things will change in the country. Yes.
Now, I think na youth no that they oman Kenya omo ho e brese spiritual in the spiritual realm no and the intina a delays 2024 echo
and of yeah of course
and some can you know some we no any hunemu anti o intellectual say compare be analyze emfa so for you can soon
absolutely and with regards to that, no, Nyama Bebri Koso Sunsumo. It is hindering the progress of the country. Mostly during election, there's a lot of sacrifices in Nyama Koso. And the political arena, no, because of certain spiritual workings, even if you become a president, no, there's a lot of battles and things you have to deal with before you can run the country. And mainly, so most people who run the country, they don't run it according to the needs of the people, but to their own interest. And before the people vote, so before Baba vote. So at the end of the day, the electoral grounds becomes like a trade, commercialized foundation. And at the end of the day, what has to happen does not come into full conclusion. And that's the foundation.
I see. Everything for Accra 100.5 FM. Yane Sofupenia owo prophetic embassy and Igusa ye twetwen komo no wie de ye twetwen komo afọ man Ghana ho na ya hwe papa say every 2024 koya kopem how many years time?
That's 10 years from
10
now,
years.
Yes.
It from Sabria kopem 2034 youth na any bebre na sa 10 years ya ken one share soon who amampania ebe tina konya so a omo no ombetimi handle sa youth.
Of course. No ma share ehuniama bebre wo soon.
Okay, yenko.
And what was the way Anyankopon ahihye no eno na eba bebe mu. I saw 3 branches in the future.
Okay.
3 branches. One goes straight, one goes right, one goes left.
Okay.
But the only branch that keeps growing in time is the branch that John Dramani Mahama ebeye president. During his tenure, within 2 years, something happened. A little shake up. They don't approve it. Trump in you say, Master, what's your now? You want to slow certain things down now. Pressure no will come to you.
So for Jinaho, obeye president. No.
2024. 2024. By this thing 9 p.m. and Ajuna or no Obia I say what the president is.
Abana ma beto no 7 December no.
Absolutely. Sabe Pepe.
Wow. Accra FM. Ma membo. Nyetelia. Nyetelia. Abana by 9 no na yankin kan wie no. Ede na ebema sa batwo na ye so sharp sa.
Ebe so sharp, yes. Because abana ye babetu no enye aba ye gusu all the time. Spiritually no in time I saw clearly say 9 p.m. no na in all arrangement and gathering no everybody knows who is the winner of the election. By 4 a.m. Obese utongo kakra sorry say election e ko ni say no na clear. And most of the times a man for dream in their mind that this election bloodshed election fighting issues a man for people are talking about a lot of things, but mainly no election way and election just during the day of the election a man for say there's normal shenanigans up and downs here, but the aftermath of the election, the counting and everything, Mr. Beya quiet.
I would say Omampeni that John Dramani Mahama na obewini.
Absolutely.
Ya wa sofo omo man Ghana mo mo so mo ne esi hini tu hini. Wa consult omo ebisa question ensem mi say e de uhu no eye no kre eye clear ana say niama besisa. Because ya contact you. Dabi. San sofo ne san krofo no omuni influence bia was abatu.
Of course, Obia beye, I mean what they want to handle. But on say in the realm of the spirit, no, Obia ni ejuma.
Okay.
I always explain these things. Okay. I may be 12 years. As how the Bible made it profoundly clear in the book of Job. There's a spirit in man. Elihu was speaking. He said clearly, I said, days should speak, a multitude of years should teach wisdom. But there is a spirit in man. The inspiration of the Almighty teacheth him understanding. And Elihu nani omokasa before Job, and he was explaining to them, say, there is a spirit in man. It is the spirit that makes the difference. And we are saying, Obia on a hierarchy, Obi a doctor, Obi a nurse, or be a specialist, any angles. I may be a specialist in 2 years practicing or 3 years practicing, and I may be very, very young. But my field, no, if my field is pathology, and I say oncology or any other thing, or dermatology, it is my field and I'm a specialist in it. We a medical doctor for 2,000 years, until my expertise, because I have practiced that specific branch. That specific branch of medicine. And in that regard, no, me practice no will be sharper. And will be details in pathology. Regular doctor. They want the specialist. And the specialist don't know how study according to that angle. And to be a candidate, or be a share income, but accordingly, no, you failed to see what is written. What's the Bible? Ezekiel, Enoch, Daniel niama Elijah muni niama nyina. Elijah baye no obehye nkoma ne bi mu. Ezekiel baye no obehu ade obi ehun ye. Enoch baye no obehu ade obi ehun ye. John the Revelator baye obehu ade obi ehun ye. Paul nso baye obechrekre Bible no na nso we hu dia John the Revelator ne hu ye. So different fields of operation, diverse kinds of operation, but by the same spirit. And based on the prophetic dimension, which by the grace of God, we've mastered the 4th dimension, I can tell you clearly that in time, 9 p.m., 4 a.m., it is only John Dramani Mohammed's name you'll be seeing. Onyame Busheni, I don't know him from anywhere, but the future is clear.
And the date here, 28th August, 2024. So for a year, Odifo Adesowa. Ocean come where a comes and a prediction answer Osha or my new move I want to na and nowadays cancer and so
okay, so time I may share income bueno I'm putting it already down together. Income share no came probably somewhere 2018, 2019. Okay. So in 2020, MPP will win the election. Some way MPP will take the election. But in 2024, NDC will take the election. Before 2016, I prophesied who will be the president as well. In 2016, 2020, and then 2024, which is coming. Obi now baby no see Udru junction where Obi obi ton Kube branch right now branch now ochikotra Obi school bi wo wenim now branch now unsa school no pepepe no see branch left. Na me dan ni siwa. Say branch left obi hu dan no. Because from the onset all the informations check out.
Okay,
absolutely.
Because media dem na kuja ya na eja onenam nti o say na kuja de yenim baby ono de o ka na nsem ko. Ana o say 2020 no. Oba won chen na eja no betwetwen komo. Say on the office say the party na naija eba be we na o kire ne secretary emfa na o de areho eso di free ho meanwhile no na kuja ni na ya adwuma che adenti na wentumi andane ade no anko ba bi ono epesofo yetumi dane ni sa because ye kan ebetumi aba so obi se o na nka ekọ ni se na makodane sofo ye pe mu nchirichiri mu yi adaroma.
So in a prophetic arena, no, yeah, there are 2 types of prophecy. In the 2-dimensional types of prophecy, no, there is the 1 to 4 tale, and there's the 1 to 4th tale. Okay. In other grounds, no, there is a prophet like Elijah that says that it will not rain for 3.5 years, and it will not rain. Okay. So he has manipulated the time space. Okay. Ni faith, ni strength, or your altar, or your authority, or your entity. And he can speak in that regard and stop everything in the atmosphere. Okay. Then there is people like Daniel, Ezekiel, John the Revelator. For eons, years, days, centuries. Say, this is what is going to happen. Okay. That one even if you use your faith to manipulate it, it's impossible.
Okay.
There are some things your faith can manipulate. There are some things it is destiny. And then we have destiny.
Okay.
Exactly. You will be with prophecy that in to say, no matter what, we be a president, like Joseph in the Bible. The decree was on top of him.
Okay.
And his brothers, whom were stars, took him into slavery. They put him in a pit and ended up in Potiphar's house.
Okay.
The prophecy was there. Every prophecy comes with a gift. And in the gift, you say, obetimi, I interpreted dream. And some of them Zafnat Pania.
Yeah.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, the gift need to so esa share in common say this is where he will stand. Omo yehumbia it still ended up there. Wow. So eto de bia nyankopon hihya ade bia ase ye bo chess no or the BBC or the way sia no the way sia no a share timeline because ya yeti krono mu ye bre for so many years 60 something years now. Okay. And at the end of the day nyankopon pese on fa new turnout in bra. And the new turnout no, I am not a sympathizer of a party, but mainly what is going to happen within the timeline is what I'll put across. And at the end of the day, when I told you people earlier, said there is a root, a small root growing.
Aye.
That root in Suba, will anybody say, Ebia Nakuja or what will convince me say, we minko and conscience come and this another day. So when the root 2 comes, say my prophecy will go according to that angle. And when that timeline now, it will shock everybody. All the 2 parties in the country, they will feel flat. There will be a new party out of the country.
See. From 2025, wakano. Waka say omampeni dada John Dramani Mahama bedi akunyano. 2 years later, say Enframa kakre bi bebo. What's the nature of Sam Framano? Enframa
never be born spiritually. What I saw, they say, me want say a little shake up. Okay. Because after the election the country will go downside. Dollar rates 19 Ghana cedis. So the first time I told you people about dollar rates, not dollar rates was around somewhere 4 cedis, 6 cedis, yes. And the country said better 11 Ghana cedis. They should mark it the same year. Nobody, they shouldn't even look at 10 years. The same year. Nobody can stop it. Okay. Who said once the election was done, it shot up to 19. Then they started eating it down gradually. The first year, things were adjusting. Other things were happening, but there's a little shake up in the system because there's a lot of repairs that had to be done. Okay. Because I said, minor shaman for being sans CSE. I said, table beer. 9 be any one, crown one same, and to me, it will come down. Okay. And at the end of the day, before the jumper will come up, and then everything will be settled. After that, the second year, there will be a lot of campaigning progress. I say, push a man for within 1 year of President Mahama's presidency. Almost I say, the pressure, and the pressure will bring a revolution. People want to take over that list because there is more within now to 2025. There is going to be about 2 more coup d'etat and it will enforce people to try to do African countries. Yes, so it will bring more or less like more demonstrations from the youth, and that pressure will be very enormous. And after that pressure, everything will calm down. After the pressure, there is something that will come out. I don't know your prophecy key be a media to
when the time is capital
unlock it.
Capital no, they unlock it because say a hand will be 80. There
are some things that unless God gives us utterance, we cannot unlock it.
Okay.
And Saki in the media tour. Once that one happens, the country will begin to rise in such a way. Say, what's in Ghana for so many years? You have never imagined something like that before. After the 4 years of the president's grounds, their party, the NDC party, the contract that reverted in the realm of the spirit is 16 years of ruling. Break the 8, break the 8, break the 8. Only NDC party will break the 8.
Hey. Really?
Yes.
I feel way Obian to mean breaking 8.
No.
Breaking the 8 will be around 2030. And no, 2032 because you're 2024. Next 4 years near 2028 and after 2032.
Absolutely. Omupe number break it. And in the breaking of the eight, that is when the young tree will bring all of them down. Because after the 4 years, another 4 years during that election, called the next 8 breaking, and your breaking 8 now there will be some inefficiencies be our atmosphere. And that inefficiency will give the strength to the young party.
Okay.
One singular young party. At the NDC, MPP for you now, be say bye.
Hey, sir. Wow. Sir, a friend said from 2025, 2032 now. O can say NDC be break 8. Na MPP there na ekoso.
Exactly. As I was saying, as I prophesied that earlier. This thing, party, and I said there will be a division in one party. And after the division, close to the election, October, November, move back the butterfly. So which is Alan.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now the fishy thing is that in prophetic timeline, the asset would the plots be once Adiba could come back, the outcome will be flawless.
Okay.
Which means time Alan omube piano this omu trinity bano ebedru baby no, he can't join them entirely, but then at one point he will try to rally support behind them, and but still the election will not go according to plan. So after the 4 years of Mahama, that's why you see true division. Vice president, for them. And then that's Dr. Mahama Alaji Baumia. Yes. And then the one that Obia friend and Napu. Obviously, like Ondo had the first person and he will give up the election in 2024.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Hey. So for Napo Mokwa Menkromano. Ono na Bembe Bu 2024 election.
Yes.
After seeing 2 abanewie na ye bobo results na eba no, Napo will give up.
Yes, he'll give up on the election. I don't know, but I can say, I mean, it's obvious. NT, we should release it. It's future timeline. I don't know. The room of the
I don't know. Obeba Montina Beka na one nkrofo na ebe bo ho nkomo wo ni fi anase ni ho baby.
Oh, Obeba Montina Beka on the cry, it will come out clearly, because the issue of the election is by 9 p.m. the way the voting system is going. Now counting system I say during the night to like 4 a.m. Now if you keep sitting down, say result in Imba because they counted the entire Ashanti regional votes in Yama. I'm talking about 16 regions. You counted 11 regions. We need back. Not even one region. So at the end of the day, during the counting of the Ashanti region, which is not going to be most of the years, what you say you count Ashanti region, NDC 1, MPP 3,800. That's not going to be the case. The situation is going to be straightforward. Ebeye banter head to head. Then yet long
Ashanti region. NDC party no regions are here between me winning
11. Straightforward.
11. Now MPP are winning 5.
Yes.
Wow.
5 of even that one cry a battle.
Hey, now so for and somehow can do because Ghana battle no. The last time cry who say will be winning 2020 and I think around 9th December muho 8th 9th muho and sana but also we no that day na I say I clear.
Yes. Oh, check me Facebook. Obo say 2020 election. I prophesied that there is going to be a victory. Victory on the 9th of December. Secondly, the day will be on a Wednesday, and the time will be 5 p.m.
Okay.
And I bet declare election. So the day, the hour, the time. I prophesied it to other Facebook this year.
Okay.
During the day of election, we 2020 election. I prophesied that ahead of time. And the time no cry was there. And they're precise. And then me bought time now, it's not a new thing.
I see.
Yeah.
So for yes, some from Obesaba.
No problem.
Nyame adoma UJ MP within next week ya na ema cause questions no I was say ebisa bebre na ye hwe because the entia on say efie ha no sabiu yemfa obi akeke emma ha niam bi wo ho a em follow na me dia compare niam a ekoso o man num na mehu say papa we obi a at least ye wo say o man ni hwe ni yie o man ni hwe ni yie na ye ona no eno ntina to me safro say sofo bra because in some bebre wo why was say me bisa
absolutely
enya batwe nko but o man Ghana na nkasa no problem na ye nhwe hawa ye betumi ayena some of these problems no ye betumi asolve enti next say nyame adoma on the 7 December memeneda enwumre be 9 o de ma memfa bi nka 12 o'clock no and I do 12
and 9 p.m. I see that when John the Revelator did the prophecy, you prophecy. You see, me obi adi be kan bia no.
Okay.
Yeah, the punishment you be kan obi be be free monso bia no. You be you dey be free monso.
So for adie na be sesan asem a waken, adie na betumi ama san asem ya waken asesan. Omampani dada Mahama ontumi ntina kunya so. Adie na betumi asesan.
Okay, mo minche mo. On say my prophetic angle no is like the order of Ezekiel, Enoch, that dimension no and Ediba. The way we see in the realm of the spirit there are two operations. So or who in visions we are seeing through time space itself, the timeline itself in the outcome. And most of those prophets, whatever they said in the Bible thousands and thousands of years ago, Nyama be see, but the thing will happen perfectly.
I see.
Yeah, there be see. Bon some cry the baby anesi. Obinsu ye the baby anesi is prophetic timeline. When any prediction, it is prophetic timeline.
ABC
is the same thing.
Abusianfo we dey mansuma na wasanke ebi ahoma no but emereko ye be sande sofo ababium ye be sande na ababium na yaba betwetwe nkomo because ensem no de bebre wo ho ye ne prophet Telvin ajesowa no yes of penny wo prophetic life embassy na ye ne twetwe nkomo papa ye mere no ko onsem atwato na fi ebia ye pese ye ne bobon nkomo a kwan benso ne befa so na ye nya na ye ne wa bon nkomo wadaroma.
All right, so adiba ko am pese me kan contract one say in the prophetic arena no any niam a ye hu ni say me hu ade through time for so long but adiba ko bi e wo ho a we cannot figure it out. Because I'm a very good study in the prophetic and me shemu deep and we can't figure out the day and the time the Lord is coming. And it is coming. Me put the vision, but the thing is coming. Clearly. But we can't figure out the timeline of it. That's the only surprise and the only mystery in the prophetic arena. And to always endeavor and encourage everybody, admonish everybody, say no matter wherever you find yourself, get closer to Jesus. Because that's the only way you can see true light. Because all the things of the world are just seeking sun. And at the end of the day, don't regret. Our number is 026 22 36 360. 026 22 36 360.
Papa, that's it. And the rapture ya okano moti ya mo beti se me kase tiefo mo beti se na me krono me kwaja munyina so for that's it papa nyame nshira wo abusianfo eye ne sofo peni owo